Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Erin, and you're watching RNRTV. We have the extreme pleasure of sitting here with Ninetail at the Rhymes Head Live. You guys are here promoting your new album. What is it?
It's called Half Truths and Hand Grenades. It's our new album. It came out 2 months ago, but it was supposed to come out 1 year ago. That's the pleasure of being in the music business. Things happen, but we had a caped savior, so to speak. His name's Frank Phobia from DRP Records, and he came in and kind of swooped in and stole our thunder and released this album and made us not look like a bunch of idiots. So that was great, and we love him for that. And it's called Half Truths and Hand Grenades. It's on DRP Records, and it's available at the Soundgarden in Fells Point. So Baltimore people, if you're hearing this, pick it up, man. If you can't come out to the show tonight, which if you're not here right now, you're probably not here, which sucks. But next time, you're going to come to a Ninetail show. But if you can't, until then, pick it up at the Soundgarden. It's available, and we'd appreciate it. And thank you.
Can we get a little introduction from everybody?
Chris Evan, rhythm guitar, backing vocals.
I'm Griff, and I play bass.
I'm Chris, I play drums.
I'm Don, lead guitar.
Jay, lead vocals.
And I'm Greg, I play keys and samples.
Very cool. Nice to meet you guys. Glad to be here with you. Can you tell us a little bit about your the video you guys just did?
It's we did a video for the title track off the new album, the song Half Truths and Hand Grenades, and it was directed by Eric Bess. He's a friend of ours from back in the day, and it was kind of a collaborative project. We didn't really know who to go to, and he came to us and came forth and said, I'd like to help you guys out and see what I could do, and everything really worked out. I mean, the video turned out great, we think, for our first video, and it's just basically a chance for our fans to get a look at us and see what we're all about, and we plan on shooting a few more from this point on. So, word.
If I was a new fan, how would you describe your genre to me?
Absolutely nothing like you've ever heard. We are very heavy. There's nothing radio friendly about us. So if that's what you're looking for, your next Drowning Pool or your next 3 Days Grace, it ain't gonna happen here.
Is there absolutely one song off the album that you guys must play at every show?
Yeah, Trials of a Madman, we open with it. It's actually track 9 on the CD, but we open with it every night, and it's kind of our blue collar, middle finger in the air kind of anthem to all the people that understand where we're coming from, and even if you don't understand, and Half Truths and Hand Grenades, it's always those are the two key songs, Half Truths and Hand Grenades and Trials of a Madman. So and we play them every time we play. So
Some of the other ones kind of make their way in and out of the set depending on the amount of time we have every night, but those two are definitely staples every night.
How does your writing process go?
talk to him.
Usually it all starts with a guitar idea, or he makes some kind of noise, our keyboard player, and it kind of inspires us. But it's different every time.
It's very collaborative.
Yeah.
I mean, it mostly starts with a guitar.
Mostly.
However,
you never know what can trigger a song, though. I mean, we've had either him or a previous member just make a noise, and all of a sudden it kind of inspires something, and all of a sudden you sort of hear something else with it, and you never know what stupid little unmusical noise will lead to our next favorite song. So it's
or you're on a deadline and you just like sit everything out like, oh, we got to record this tomorrow, we don't have anything to start with, so
take every riff that you have laying around that doesn't fit together. And
Yeah.
find a way to make it work.
Like I think on the last album we had a song to where I was bending strings and thought it was cool, and we based a whole song on it. So because we had to have it together the next day. Parabellum.
Parabellum.
Yeah.
I wrote the lyrics for that song in the parking lot of the recording studio, literally.
With the producer.
It was with our producer. It was the last day we had of tracking, and that song came together within 3 days. Parabellum
The
on
last
the record.
track was just all these war noises and a blues
So
riff.
Be It.
Yeah, so be it, like a blues riff, and it recorded, and we didn't even know how it would turn out. It was pretty much like a goof off, and it ended up being, like an apocalyptic song or whatever.
I think Ninetail is a very catchy name. How did that come about?
That is actually from the cat of nine tails, from the Bible definition of the whip that they beat Jesus with while he was on the cross, which is, it's about as brutal as it comes.
Being a fan of yours, how could I get in contact with you? Do you guys are more on Facebook or MySpace? Do you have your own website, or how can I get in contact?
All that stuff. It would start at www.ninetail.org. And, we are an organization. We're not just a fluddyduddy.com. We're an organization of organized people. And also check us out at MySpace. That takes you right to the MySpace, myspace.com/Ninetail. And all the Facebook and all that stuff is on there also. So go to ninetail.org and you can find it all out.
Our album's actually available at a lot of different retailers. It's available right down the street, like he said, but it's available FYE, where else? Barnes & Noble, Best Buy, Target.
Do you guys have a listing on your websites where people can go and find out your albums?
Let's go to the MySpace, and all that stuff is listed. And obviously you can go to iTunes and buy it. You can single tracks, whatever you want.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. Again, this is Ninetail, and this is RNRTV. We're going to sign off, but it's RNRTV where rock and roll was meant to go.